Хорошо. Хорошо. Всем здравствуйте, всем привет. Сегодня у нас Kingdom Come Deliverance. События, которые разворачиваются в 1403 году, вроде бы Богемия. Будем играть за сына кузнеца. Как его там зовут? Индржих. Уже имя такое. Так. И... Чё мы? Убираем обычный режим и погнали. Всем приятного просмотра. Сейчас будем вникать в эту игрушечку. Так, начало 15 века. Я читать не буду. Кому интересно, прочитайте. Это, походу, король.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Это наша мама.
Well,
Это
husband,
батька,
how goes it?
кузнец.
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still
Так
sleeping
его
when I
проще
went out.
звать.
At this hour? The blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Индра бухал. Так, так, теперь надо выбрать параметры себе. У нас красноречие, ловкость, выносливость и сила. Так, а что же выбрать тогда? Давай мы, наверное... О чем мы выберем? Красноречие. Силенок бы добавить ему, потому что он вообще хиленький паренек.
And then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Подозрительный человек какой-то. Ловкость, сила. Так, наверное, красноречие надо будет нам добавить еще.
What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Угу. Мои друзья не заходили?
Matthew and Fritz come looking for me.
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I?
Нет,
And if I
нет.
really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Например.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief-making so much.
Пап на меня
Father angry with me
сердится.
for sleeping late.
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too
I know. Don't worry, Ma.
Так, я
Good.
чуть-чуть этот диалог
always has
надо
his-
пропускать. Немножко. Немножко пропустим. И так. Угу. Так, и, давай, я голоден.
Can I get something to eat?
I
Возьмем
left
чуть.
some breakfast on the table.
Овчика.
Help yourself.
Так, все, заканчиваем разговор тогда. Идем к батьке. Угу. Да, помню, 2 года назад, когда я запускал эту игру на своем древнем компьютере, у меня тут так жутко все лагало. что просто жесть была. Так хотелось в нем поиграть. Ну, я наконец-то дошел к этому. Сейчас посмотрим, что с этого получится. Может, игра цепанет, а может быть и нет.
Come here, I need your help.
Так, давай, батя.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal
Сбегать на рынок,
burner.
купить
I
мешок.
need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Goodness, that drunkard.
Этот пинчуга?
That'll be
Черт,
fun.
это будет непросто.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those
до этого
nails
квеста
into
я
his
доходил.
arse.
Sure will be happy to hear it.
Я помню, было такое.
Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right,
Ее
so
зовут
make sure
Bianca.
Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Так, купить мешок угля, получить долг с Кунеша, взять крестовину в замке. Так. Карта у нас здесь. Крестовину надо взять. Ну, это, наверное, в последнюю очередь. Долг Кунеш. Потом купить мешок угля. Купить пиво в корчме. И мешок угля на рынке. Так, а задание у нас... Угу. Взять урок боя на мечах. Хорошо. Угу. В кодексе какая-то новая запись. Красноречие убеждения. Угу. Так, вы можете просто воспользоваться красноречием. На что, однако, влияет репутация, но в средние века социальный статус имел первостепенное значение, поэтому от качества вашей одежды и того, как вы выглядите, и от вашей репутации будет зависеть, как будут люди реагировать на нас. Если вы выглядите опасно, люди будут бояться переходить вам дорогу. Хорошо. Это ясно. Угу. Ты узнал, где углежок. То мне надо. Это мои друзья сидят тут.
Hey,
Или нет?
Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
Пехтмейстер Ваник.
So you haven't changed your mind about
Ну,
learning the
точно
craft?
не мои друзья.
You can't be
Какие у него ботинки?
insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
and
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South
Рейхстаг.
Bohemia is with Sigismund and
Я так понимаю, где-то там на границе с Германией.
Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Сигизмунд.
Good
Ох,
man
имя.
Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torture, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So,
Да ну давай, закидаем говном.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
Ну,
My
поругает,
words
ну
exactly.
ничего страшного.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Пойдем. К дому немца. Где тут эта куча говна? Мгм.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Еще и выманить надо.
Because you're the
Потому что
clever
хорошо
one.
получается у меня. Так, ладно. Ну и что ты хочешь? Кодекс корчмы. Крестьянин. Так, это ее, да, походу, выманить надо?
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool.
He might have mentioned the Pope.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before...
Так, все, это сделали. Давай. Ты узнал, где кузница. Все, погнали. Матей, ну еще. И что дальше? Уступай, отомсти немцу. Да будет грязь. Мухи летают. Давайте, закидайте. Какахами весь дом.
Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
А вот и немец.
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbizek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Так, все, немцы отомстили. Ну что, мне теперь удирать надо? Ага. Или надо подраться?
Lost your way.
Ой, что-то хилочка закончилась. Так, стоять, бояться. Кому тут надо драть еще? А, все, уже валим.
God save you, Henry. Huh?
Надо еще в долг у Куниша забрать. Я думаю, они мне помогут его раздолбить. Забрать у него, что там он там... А, молоток ему делали, он деньги должен. Так, где остальные? А вот они бегут.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Welcome, Henry.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Угу. Так, давай ищем Кунеша. Вот он.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Отец прислал меня за грошима.
The coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Так, вот тут трудный выбор. Заплатить хотя бы за инструменты, плати или получишь. Давай пока вот здесь.
You owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Угу, так, убеждение. Вы можете просто использовать красноречие в средние века. Так, статус, это я все читал. Это я все читал. И так, это Индриш и Стражи. Ну, на примере показано, ага. Хорошо. Давай мы вот так вот.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt.
Интересно, получится
We can't
убедить?
leave here without something.
You son of a whore.
Провал.
How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Take care.
Окей. Отваливаем. Походу не отвалю я вообще от него.
Here. Is that all you've...
Yeah!
You're going to cry now?
Кажись, мне хана. Да, да, точно. Надо было сохраниться просто.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can...
Так, а у нас есть здесь нежданные гости. Где это было? Месть немцу. Нет, после разговора с отцом. Скалится. Нет, не сохранюсь я здесь. Можно, в принципе... Я хочу просто попробовать другой способ. Хочу посмотреть, что с этого получится вообще. Так, это она убежала, короче. Пойдем. Ну и чё стоим? Кого ждем?
What the?
И, ребятки, чё, она не ушла, что ли? Жена немца. Вот она теперь стоит, непонятно где. Матуш Матей Фрицек. Вот, теперь она убежала. А то она там застряла.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Вот так ему.
Woohoo! Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards!
Курва, какого лешего вы творите?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbizek?
Трое нас четверо. Будет мордобой.
Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
На. Как в лоб.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Курва, ты за это заплатишь. Можно я свалю? А чё на меня все в этот кидаются? Можно я тебя тоже?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Ой. У меня хилочка закончилась. Ой. Так. На.
What are you doing? For God's sake!
Fuck!
Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Угу. Все, отваливаем. Убежать от пристава. Так, сейчас подойду к дому, к Гашику. Надо будет сохраниться там. Ой, что заданий светится? Сколько? 6 штук.
Almost in the evening while they're still at the
И как у друзей уговорить? Для того, чтобы они мне помогли это все сделать. Так, давайте, я вас жду. Они прям в обход так бегут. Так, хорошо. Теперь. А что, сохранить нельзя? А почему?
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Ганс донесет до нас. Ну, конечно, донесет.
And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot. I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Я должен что-нибудь съесть. Но у меня нету еды с собой. Для задания, так, иное. Ключи от дверей, от сундуков. Больше ничего такого нету. Ага, для того, чтобы сохранялся, нужен спасительный шнапс. Вот для чего.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches.
И офигенный диалог. Так, давай, пенчушка. Иди сюда. Здравствуй, конечно. Угу. Отец прислал меня за грошима. Угу. Ладно, дубль 2.
Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy ass.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Ага. Так, это ясно. Так, это либо красноречие, короче, либо этот. Ага. Что-то надо выбирать. Либо плати.
That's the way you want it. I'll tell Father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
Попробуй другим способом. Давай пока этих попросим дружбанов своих, может они помогут. Все-таки. Так, теперь вы помогите мне. Еще кого-нибудь побить, я готов. Ну, давай, вчетвером его отпинаем сейчас. Окей, погнали. А что делать? Надо же как-то бабки выбивать.
Get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
God be with you, Henry.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk. I'll slay you, you scum.
Чё ты меня только бьешь? Давай. Вот так. Ловите его. Отлично. Бери, что хочешь, но больше у меня ничего нет. Ясно? Так, ключи он дал. Хорошо. А топор этот можно взять? Давай у меня свистанем топор. Так. Что у него тут есть? Давай поедим из котелка. Так, вот тут что? Сундук. Угу. Ну, все, забрали. Молоток, гвозди. Найди у Кунеша то, что можно продать. Что у него тут можно продать? Наверное, где-то здесь. Так здесь тоже ничего нету. И здесь ничего нету. Ух, у него бардак дома здесь. Так, по заданиям что у нас? Главное, ну, понятно. Так, у нас, что у нас есть теперь? 2 топора. Ага. Так, молоток Кунеша, топор Кунеша есть. Теперь надо это все продать. Купить пиво. Купить угля. Так, вот углежок. Так, как насчет поторговать? Уголь стоит 0,5, да? Так. Угу, продать. Сколько стоит? 2,8. Топор Кунеша, молоток. Давай мы его продаем. Топор, я думаю, тоже можно будет продать. Есть гвозди еще. Вес 0,3. Дай гвозди продадим. И топор. Так, корзина. Угу. Так, и мне нужен мешок угля. А сколько его надо на мешок? Вот этого я не помню. А можно поторговаться еще, да?
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Так. Угу. Так, это получить. Давай 5 просим.
Is this enough?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Ну ладно, вот так вот.
I'll go for that.
Угу. Уголька еще надо. Мешок это получается 8 мне надо, да, купить? Цена 0,5. Так. Так я не понял, что этот. Ну. Все. Угля купили. Теперь идем в корчму. Где-то моя барышня ходит. Вот это, да? А, Бланка.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Так, заказываю меню.
I need ale for
Пивас.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Maniac.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good.
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father.
Hal, I've got something...
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
Она дала, наконец, нам спасительный шнапс, который будет позволять X5. Хорошо, который позволит нам игру сохранять. Итак, что у нас здесь? Возьми бой урока на мечах. Не хочу я брать уроки. Или, может быть, надо брать. Так, игрок. Общий уровень 1, сила. Показать больше. Пропустить время. Как скала, минимальный уровень 2. Могильщик. А навыки тут автоматом качаются или как? Я такие не понял. Статистика. Репутация скалится 91. Навыки, характеристики. Уровень 2. Сила, ловкость. Ловкость как перышко. Падение на 30. Быстрая атака. Ваша атака расходует на 30% меньше выносливости, но нанесенная рана будет немного меньше. Работает только с оружием. Как скала. При успешном блокировании щитом ударов могильщик, перенос трупов и людей без сознания не тратит вашу выносливость, живучесть, медление. 3 уровень. Красноречие. Представитель знати. Общий уровень. Да, вот это вот выучим. Аскет. Лазучик. Так, а сколько у меня очков есть уже? Просто не вижу. Здоровье 85. Общий уровень. Так, есть сила еще. Как скала. И что у меня еще есть? А, все, да? Два очка было. 2 очка я потратил. Так, теперь в замок надо. За рукоятью. Сходить. Потом получить пилюлей от отца. За все, что я натворил здесь. За говно. Привет.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Ну, немца я не буду трогать.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them
Камергер
over.
отдал их нам.
Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Так, листы вино забрали. Давай у него спросим, что ты делал в Кунтагоре.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg? Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see Kuttenberg sometime.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn the best places here by the Sasau. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
And do you know Sir Radzik well?
We've known each other long enough. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Actually, there's one thing I forgot. Just give me a moment.
Get a move on. We have to finish the sword today.
Давай все-таки, наверное, пройду обучение. Хотя, в принципе, я думаю, может и не стоит. Там и так, в принципе, все понятно по боевке. Давай не будем задерживать события все. То мы уже больше часа носимся только по 3 заданиям. Я понимаю, что игра длинная. Но хотелось бы...
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take?
No, I don't.
А что, он так не пускает, да? То есть пока я Ага. Пока не пройду обучение, не могу у отца взять продолжение задания. Ладно. Красивая деревушка.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Да, начинаем.
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Я буду ждать тебя в обычном месте в загородке для овец. И где здесь вход? Давай, я его жду. Пусть идет.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Никогда не повторяться.
Good. Once again. Fine. Very good. Very good. Very good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. Good. Once again. Now you're getting it. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Very good. Nice. Fine.
Ну и все, походу. Так быстро.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired of thirsty. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned.
Да.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Серьезно? Вот, такого еще я не видел. Пиво ему, видите ли, теплое. Ну ладно. Теплое, говорит, и без пены.
Look at you, lover boy.
I'm back.
I can see.
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold.
You want me to get it?
But I still have no money to pay for it.
Honestly. God be with you.
А почему нет грошей? Что, у меня грошей не осталось? Вроде должны оставаться деньги.
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
А, заплатите сегодня вечером?
This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, how? I do hope so.
Вообще не привыкну, что двери надо самому открывать.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know.
С гравировкой.
Like Czech to me.
Либека нос ломань.
Lord Radzig
Что
ordered it.
такое написано?
This will be the finest sword I've ever made.
Красивая рукоять.
Good. And fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's
вот и
freshly
разговор за
whitewashed
немца.
house.
Пошел.
He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Батька отругал.
And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more.
Это там прожечь получается.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Я думаю, может, пора бы в сундуках. Это я тоже все заберу. Что здесь есть? Яблоки. Раз. Два. Три. Это что такое? Пора, наверное, все забирать. Отсюда. Это мне пригодится. В будущем, я думаю. Сыр. Еще сыр. Давай поедим. Так, ну тут вроде бы ничего такого больше нету. А в других комнатах. Морковка, не. Лук тоже не. Яблоки, вот здесь вот что в сундуке есть. Вскрыть. Ага, нет отмычки. Ладно. Обойдемся. Мамка, подлатаешь меня?
How are you, Henry?
О, нет.
God be with you.
Henry, are you all right?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Куда ты смотришь, Индра?
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are.
Это важная персона.
Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
Иштван.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
Но когда начнется этот весь движ?
I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down.
А Индра так и тянет на путешествие куда-то.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Me.
Длинные диалоги
Just
здесь.
keep going on about it.
Ну, тоже
You've no
интересно
need to learn swordplay.
послушать. О, кажется, начинается движ.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Ни хрена себе, сколько знамен. И разных. Ого. А, это этот лысый хрен. Извиняюсь за выражение. И рыжий, усатый, бородатый чувак с ним. Блин, ну их каски такие интересные, какие-то длинные. Неужели раньше такие были в средние века? Тут стрелы еще пошли. Огненные. Коли вы стоите, бежите давайте. Быстро.
Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Почему, блин, мне язык заплетается, почему город не защищен совсем? Почему? Да, как бы вообще нету защиты в армии. Куда ты полез, я там все забрал. Вот так вот всех перерубили, короче, и все.
Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Why mess with me?
Are you mad?
Индра
You can't
упертый.
go back! Get through the gates!
Почему там еще ворота не закрыли? А он просто побежал его отец за матерью, чтобы защитить ее. Ой-ой. Он не только кузнец хороший, он еще и мечник отличный. Неплохо дерется. Упс. Ой-ой-ой. Это печально. Индра, вали. Быстро.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Тальберг. Хочу в Тальберг и предупреди, там есть тропинка. Спрыгни со стены и убегай. Ага. Главное, чтобы меня никто не догнал. Мне нужна кобыла. Бы. За мной хоть никто не гонится. А кобыла здесь вроде бы есть. Вон она.
Go to hell, you tattered beast!
Да ё-моё. Не, бля, это не на плотве ездить. Я бы сказал. Тут вообще какая-то чуть другая механика. Ага. Совсем другая механика здесь езды. Блин, они меня попали.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Выносливости хватит лошади свалить? Я думаю, да.
Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Please, anyone. They're there.
Yeah. Go! They'll kill you all.
Дороги быстро.
Yeah.
Я боюсь даже назад смотреть. Окей. Вроде бы свалили. Какие-то немцы, блин.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! Loose!
Ага, очканул.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
В ноге стрела.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Что он сказал? Горячего вина принесите. Зачем горячее вино?
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know.
Ни чехи, ни немцы даже.
I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Он такой смешной, этот интро. Еле стоит, и тут его по спине бах. Молодец, пацан.
Sir, This is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
Sir, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Ну, сейчас немного нас подлечат. Какая-то новая запись. Так. Ровно. Деревня Ровно. Это мы, походу, мимо нее проскакали как раз. А там просто церковь была. Скалится. Вероятно, в 13 столетии, в том месте, где сейчас располагается Скалица, находилось некоторое поселение, хотя о замке не встречается упоминаний до 1361 года. Ага, здесь была добыча серебра, потому и город построили. Так. Ага. Это получается начало 15 века. События происходят здесь. Все. И Тальберг. Я так понимаю, Прага это все это Чехия. Где-то в этих районах. Так, что у меня по заданиям? Поговорить с паном Бореком. Это ты, да? А?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Угу.
I heard about your father.
Ты узнал, где твоя постель? Так, иди за Бореком. Неудобно вот это вот субтитры читать вверху. Лучше бы сделали внизу, как оно постоянно есть. Ты идешь, и тебе получается постоянно надо камеру вверх поднимать.
You're fortunate. Our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear.
Юный мастер.
Aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Конечно.
Thank you, my lady.
Можно и венца бахнуть.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Могли бы и другое какое-то лежбище, а то горит в сторожке во дворе.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Ну,
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before you...
Ага, и не забудь снять свои грязные сапоги. Мы не свиньи, мы люди. Нам надо спать разбутыми. Так, задача начата. Ешь.
Eat. Food.
Ну давай. Угу. Так, где у нас тут показывает сытость 10%, да? Сытость 18. Что здесь еще есть? Это сколько надо сожрать для того, чтобы он был сытым? У еды разные свойства. Ну понятно, каждая по-разному дает. Жареная утка. Энергия минус 6. Питательность 26. У рогалика питательность 7. У сыра 10, у яблока всего лишь 2. Так, сытость 44. Сытость 70. И все, хватит. И этого будет достаточно. Ой, что, все? В глазах уже не мутнеет? О, прозрел. Конечно, ты устал. Давай только сыра возьмем. Давай, давай. Идем. Где там спать можно нам? Не понимаю, где-то здесь, да? Нет, что-то я далеко пошел. О, вот это вот, походу, сторожка. Ага, вот оно. Вот оно. Так, оружие, доспех. Сапоги сняли? Сняли. Спать.
I hear you came from scouts today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Так, а сколько мы будем спать? Давай до 6 утра.
I'm sorry.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword.
Это еще одна возможность прокачать свой этот
The sword was taking
навыки.
shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
Провал.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Короче, надо красноречие здесь убирать.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream.
Репутация повысилась.
She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by
Имена
force.
такие и
He
названия
stormed the castle,
бывает и не
burned down the
выговоришь
village
просто.
of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
Прибиславица.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom.
Видела, где он?
And only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are
Ей
still
было
ahead of you.
18, и прошло 7 лет,
Would
ей
that were
лет
true,
25.
lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Теперь Индра будут сниться кошмары.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Тут надо сапоги одеть. Ага. Так, надо на стену подниматься.
They don't know this country like we do.
Я так понимаю, сюда. Ага.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Givish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Oh!
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Unsig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! There's only a short way right there now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort of.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Я так понимаю, мне сюда зырить надо, да? Это ж караульная стена. Как бы. Вот там эти черти, кажись, идут с той стороны. Вроде бы. Или нет, или да.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Боже, здесь так много всего можно читать. Просто жесть. Где-то я этот видел. Ага, пропустить время.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack of Scallis and killed my parents. Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Немец. Все, войско пойдет сейчас дальше. Пацана из замка не выпустят. Для того, чтобы вернуться на Скалицу, надо будет искать какой-то выход. Для того, чтобы свалить. Опа-на, жестик такой. Клац. Типа, сворачиваемся, отваливаем.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Хороший дядька такой, красноречивый. Ну, а я на этом закончу на сегодня. Кому интересно, подписывайтесь на канал. Ставьте лайк. Кому интересно будет продолжение этого боевичка средневекового. Я так понимаю, с хорошим сюжетом. Здесь все закручено, запутано. Ну, я разберусь с этим со временем. Так. Игра сохранена, да? Да. Игра сохранена. На этом стрим заканчивается. Спасибо, кто заходил. За лайки спасибо отдельное. На этом мы закончим. Так что всем хорошего вечера, хорошего настроения и до встречи. Всем счастливо, всем пока.